Hello dear ladies and gentlemen, a very good warm welcome to Jamuna Television. This is me 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀. As you know, Bangladesh is ready for the national election, and to observe this process, Asian Network for Free Elections deployed their team here in Bangladesh, and today we have got the Honorable Chairperson of Asian Network for Free Elections, 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Welcome to Jamuna Television. How have you been?
Thank you.
Thank you. So how have you been? How things are going on here in Bangladesh?
I think we are quite happy in the present context, the present situations, because as I said, I do have little experience in 2008.
Okay.
So in compare with those days, 15 years back, I think we are much comfortable, and we feel that the country is moving in good directions in a way, in the governance perspective and free and fair elections, so law and order. It seems like the country is moving in right directions, but it's we have to wait and see what will be the outcomes after the elections.
Did you see any significant difference after coming here?
In 2008 elections also, if I recall my memory, it's not easy, but I think this elections is more inclusive, and we are happy to appreciate the elections management. I think they are trying their level best to have a free and fair elections, and we need to acknowledge that.
When I talk about the free, fair and credible elections, so there is some issues to observe this process basically. So would you want to share your purpose to come here?
So ANFREL is basically the network organizations. We are working across Asia. We are working on 18 countries, and our membership grown up to 30 now. We are observing not only Bangladesh, we are observing almost all the Asian context. Even at the moment, we are observing in almost just completed in Thailand missions, and we are about to start in Nepal elections as well. So these the elections observations, there are the government entity and the civil society entity. EU, Commonwealth are kind of government entity. So we thought that as a civil society network which is established in the different countries.
How do you observe the election process basically, and area of works or field work, and do you follow any kind of methodology?
We had our pre-assessment missions in November, and we issue our report in December, mid-December. That is our pre-preparations. And with that experience, we plan to come for the elections, and we invite our member organizations across Asia. We had a 2-day training orientations for our observers, and based on the pre-elections assessment, we deploy our observers, and we look at some hot spots. Even though there are some risks, but we consider that also. But based on the assessment, and also we had number of discussions with elections management body and the law enforcement authorities, and also the local partners. But our management teams, they independently, based on the assessment, they decide which area we are going to deploy our observers. So based on that, we are covering 8 divisions.
Okay. And how many observers do you have?
Altogether, we have 28 observers, including the management team.
Okay.
So they are in the pre-elections period also. Not a longer period.
Is there any short-term observer, long-term observer?
Generally we do have that mechanism, but in here, other than the pre-assessment, we don't have a long-term observers, because according to the legal framework, we are getting only around 10 days.
Okay.
But anyway, we cover around 70% of constituencies across the country. So I think we can get the broader picture
Sure.
with that.
So how do you maintain your neutrality or partiality regarding election observation?
I think when we say the elections observations,
Yeah, indeed.
it's itself called the neutrality, right?
Yeah.
We don't have any political interest.
Yeah.
We don't have any economic interest over here. It's a people-to-people support.
Sure.
So, as a civil society network, we think that's our duty. So, for the neutrality point of view, we follow all the international standards. We follow our own standard also, because we have over decades we built some standard for us as ANFREL.
Do you have any reporting process? I mean, after the observation.
Of course, yeah. That is, our main findings will come in two different reports.
Okay.
So one report, actually we have already issued the preliminary report in December, and the election day report will issued on 12, maybe somewhere around 9, 10. I mean, it depends on the situations also.
Okay.
But we will issue our interim report on 15. We do have a press briefing as well. Then we will issue, hopefully within 3 months, we will be able to issue our final reports with all our recommendations.
How to evaluate this situation and environment of, especially when we are heading about the election, the national election?
We are more looking forward on the peaceful elections on 12.
Yeah.
And we are looking for high turnout also, because this is for me it's more inclusive elections, right? So if there is no higher turnout, it's not inclusive in a way, right? Even though there are competitive process. So some of the concerns which we have is this campaign finance.
Okay.
That's critical. Vote buying is, but unfortunately, it's very hard to find the evidence. Money in politics, then religious interventions in a different ways, and we are quite serious about elections process actually. Process in a sense, the elections day may be peaceful and in acceptable manner, but we are more concerned about the electoral process from the nominations up to announcement of the results.
Right.
So we are looking at the credibility.
So what is your expectation? As you know, the campaigning time is over and we are in the 11th hour. So you have probably, definitely you have a expectation regarding the election. So what kind of it is?
So I think compared with the past, whatever the security concern, we believe that the elections day will be peaceful. And the turnout will be quite high. That's our expectations. The law enforcement authority and the elections management is that their main responsibility to make sure that voters, without having difficulties, coming and marking their ballots.
So as we are expecting that we will have a free, fair, credible and participatory, and from your perspective, the peaceful indeed the election, do you have any particular message for our voters that they shouldn't be worried about the election procedures, or it will be peaceful? Do you have any particular message?
Yeah, I think this is the new era. It's the beginning of Bangladesh again after decades, 1.5 decades basically. So people should have courage to come and mark their ballots. This is the time for them to take their right decisions. So whatever the party, whatever the candidates they are looking for. So they have to come and mark their ballots. That is my final request. Whatever the mechanism established by the government or a elections management body, if they are not come forward, no point. And we are spending billions of taka for this election, right? So the final requests and my humble request to voters, whatever the party, whatever the candidates, please come and vote.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Rohana. Thank you so much for your time and for your positive words that can make our voters more influential, more engaging. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being with us.
Yeah.